It is Lifetime Live, and thank you for not touching that dial. It's now time for Words of Wisdom, and we're joined in studio by Mr. Veli Ndaba, motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur, and life and business coach. How do we become masters of our own craft, including our lives, and looking at the decisions we make? Good afternoon and welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Griselda, and good afternoon to the listeners. Yes, we're talking about how to really become the master at what you do. So mastery is actually a choice. It's not something that you bump into. You don't become a master by mistake. You've got to make a deliberate choice and a deliberate decision just to make sure that you get into what you do and you do it well. So the very first thing that needs to happen when you want to be the best at what you do, I'm sure you've heard of people that have said that whatever they touch turns to gold. So you want to be defined as one of those as well, not just to be someone who spoils everything that he touches. You want to make sure that you make the best of whatever it is that you do. So the first step that you need to keep in mind is that how you do anything is how you do everything. You can't be doing small things, in a very, haphazard manner and expect to do big things great and better. And you hear people saying, just give me a promotion and I'll show you how well I'll perform. You know what? Promotions are given to those people who are performing at the lower levels. So it means you first have to show what you are made out of, at a lower level, so that you prove to those who will give you the position that you can do well.
And you keep.
You keep as well, because it's the same thing as like if you want to get married to someone and he says to you, you know what? If you marry me, I'll show you. What a good husband, a good wife, can treat you. If you cannot show it to me now, it means, you'll never do it. And I cannot actually do or marry you on or based on a promise. So the first step is how you do anything is how you do everything. And then the second step is that there's no work that is actually a small work. Anything that must be taken must be dealt with seriously. I'm just reminded of what Michelangelo, who became one of the greatest sculptors in the world, he produced his first masterpiece at the age of about 23 years old. And people say, oh, he was young. I mean, at the age of 23, he became a master. But people don't actually understand the other side of the story. He started sculpting at the age of 5, and he was apprenticed by the best. So since he was 5 years old, he was working on work pieces. So by the age of 23, he had actually done something which he had done for so many years. And people just saw that and said, oh, he's the master. So you don't just become a master. He worked for so many years, actually almost close to 20 years, working on his craft. So it means the mindset of not looking at what you do as a job, but looking at it as a craft. Because a job has got an 8 to 5. It's got a start and a finish time to it. That's why people always look forward to knock off, in the afternoons. They look forward to Fridays so that they can start their weekends and that. And that's why you'll never be a master. But if you look at what you do as a craft, you look at it as a reason why you were born, and whatever you do it so well that people look at it and they say, wow, here comes someone who does something so well. And when you do what you do, let people actually have tears in their eyes with admiration, or of admiration when they look at you. They say, wow, he does it so well. And people respect you. You actually attract, things like promotions. You attract respect. And people look at you with so much envy, and you become a good example. So that's the second step in terms of you wanting to become a master at what you do. And then the moment you look at this work as a craft, it's something that will become a turning point for you. Because you don't do something because you want to finish it off quickly, but you give it your all. And that's something that's very important. I was reminded, I think about a week ago or so, as I travel, I went to OR Tambo, and you went to the bathroom, and there's this guy who says, hey, sir, welcome to my office. And I just look forward to be of service to you. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy whatever you're going to do in this office of mine here. Wow, that's great passion. To me, that's a kind of thing. So don't get lost into a position or a job that you are doing. Just be so passionate about what you do, because it's going to attract good things for you. So that's how you become a master. So you need to make sure that you are deliberate. You can't just wake up one day. It's not about how long you've been doing something, but it's about the focus and the willingness to continuously improve at what you do. That will actually help you in terms of mastering what you do.
And by the way, at SAA, ladies also, not just SAA, AXA, ladies also have one that is very passionate about welcome to my office. And I always make sure I tip her. Thank you. Thank you very much. That indeed is a great example of just being a master at your own game. Words of wisdom, Mr. Veli Ndaba. He's Googleable. He's a motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur, life and business coach.